Good evening, Gwendolyn. I had the pleasure of reading your discussion board post, and I agree. The conflict resolution model did an awesome job of explaining to us how individuals who come together from unhealed wounds in the past end up going at each other's throats here, per se, because they haven't solved their problems from the past. They both want to be right. They both defensive and don't want to be attacked, but at the same time they want to love, they want empathy, and they want trust, and it's hard to give it and it's hard to receive it when you're not used to it. And I know you mentioned that neither person wants to sacrificially give themselves over. Well, from the example we were given, both of them, neither one of them wanted to disappoint. The girl didn't want to disappoint her mom, and if I remember correctly, the guy didn't want to disappoint his mom or his dad. But at some point you get tired of giving yourself over. It's like, I want myself to belong to myself, and I don't want to have to give it to somebody else. I'm tired. I haven't even learned how to take it away from my parents. So in some aspects, it's in their mind, it may be not something they feel like they can accomplish because they hadn't did it yet. It's hard. I mean, it's hard dealing with unhealed wounds in everyday life, so let alone come into a marriage and try to become one when you haven't solved your past. It makes it very difficult. And I noticed that you said a weakness of the model is it doesn't talk about faith. That is so true. It does not talk about how faith can play a part in conflict resolution, and culture as well, because various cultures handle things differently. It may be considered disrespectful to go to your parents and tell them something you don't want to do or don't like, or this, that, and the third. But, it's all various sorts of things that the model didn't disclose. And I agree, faith is one, and also implemented that culture is one. So, but I will say the model, when I first looked at the model, I was so confused. I really had to go through and read it, and I did get clarity just from reading it, and it made a lot of sense. It made so much sense.